Hi everyone, good morning. So I have a meeting today, work meeting with my boss at 9:30 in the morning. So it's only 8:30 now. So I thought I have a little bit more time to get ready and all. In the meantime, I'll just come and say hi to all of you. Uh, Not been the best, the weather's been so cold and I'm not a cold person, so I've not been enjoying it one bit. I've just been sitting at home in front of the heater. Anyways, so yesterday, I post different sorts of videos. That's just me finding myself. I like to be creative, and now because it's the Aquarian age, we have our freedom. So it's a virtual age. So everybody is sharing and posting and things like that. So I do share and post my videos in the hopes that it helps people or it entertains people. So I come up with different things that I'm interested in. Like when I was young, I didn't know my identity. I didn't know what my passions are. I was not mature enough to understand what they were because my upbringing was very strict, or not, I don't know, it was not, I didn't have a proper guidance. It was all about disciplinary things. Like it was very restricted, and it was, and olden days, people were like, you could either be a doctor or an engineer or something like that. You couldn't choose something a bit more creative because that was looked down on. But then it was very hard, I think, for people who are more creative, when they have to go into these sort of structured setting, especially me being my sun sign. My sun sign is Aquarius. So I, Saturn is my teacher, the planet, which is good in a way because if it was Scorpio or something, I would have had a lot of addictions. But Saturn, helped me break addictions. Like I don't get addicted to anything. Even today, I'm going to have my morning tea, not morning coffee, because I'm not addicted to things like that. And if something is very toxic, straight away it gets cut off from my life because Saturn rules my 8th house. That's of losses and things that are not serving me. It cuts off. It keeps me in that strict path of going through my purpose. And being Aquarius as well, which is the planet that's ruled by Saturn too, when there's restrictions, I rebel. So I don't like restrictions. So it's only now that I'm finding myself, like since I became a teenager and I literally moved out of the actual family setting and the joint whatever, the family setting of different sort of people influencing me, where I'm not able to find my identity, to actually going the hard way, rolling solo. So yeah, kind of like the black sheep. I didn't mind being that because I had that level of freedom. I was not restricted anymore. And when there's restrictions, I rebel. That's just how that karma works there. I can't do anything to change. That's my personality. I don't like to be tied down. I like that level of freedom. I like to be independent. I like to be, like, they say the self-made man, self-made woman. So I like that. I like to, I had to know myself. I wanted to know myself without pressures of everybody's opinion and do that, do this, which that's not me, sort of a thing. So I wanted to find my calling. So I had to do it the hard way, especially being a female. It wasn't the easiest. But having Saturn as my ruler, I didn't end up in too many problems because I was always cautious. But yes, due to lack of immaturity, made some wrong choices. But again, Saturn being my teacher, I had to take responsibility and face the consequences. And I did that. I was happy because I didn't have any other choice. I had to support myself by myself to get that freedom, but at the same time find myself. So in that process, I did have a few people who helped me, even within the family. Like I did have a cousin brother who liked to play the guitar. So he told me, find your hobby, that will make you, engage, keep yourself engaged, or things like that, apart from work, which was also, I was not doing a work where I was satisfied with. I was like, this is not for me. What is it for me? I didn't know that because I came out of this setting where everybody was like, this is what you do, this is what you got to do. But what did I want to do, and that was very new to me. Then I started living by myself. I started and I was studying at university too, and started cooking, because that's one thing you got to do to survive. You have to eat food. I enjoyed it, so then I started getting creative with it, because when you're alone you have to eat, and I like to be presentable, because my rising sign is Taurus, so luxury and everything good. Food has to be, having that warmth, some touch of luxury here and there. So that's me. So my moon is in Gemini, which is like different things. I can't stick to one. I want to explore that, explore this. I'm very curious. So that's how I started experimenting with cooking. And I told my cousin at that time, now we don't keep in touch, because that was when we were so young and we were not as independent. We were just finding ourselves, the teenage time. So I said, I can't do this guitar, my fingers are paining, I don't know how to put this thing in this wire and that wire, this is not for me. Then I enjoyed cooking, so I thought, okay, I even bought a guitar, and we were on Skype learning, and he was teaching me. I was like, no, I can't, this is not for me. But I like the music, I enjoy listening to guitar, but I just can't do it. Then that's how I went into cooking. But I was just cooking for myself. Sometimes here and there we used to share photos on Facebook, but that's about it. Then I love traveling. I love to go to the mountains and greenery. So, when you don't have your hobby, it's always good to find something that you love to do. And later now TikToks come. I always wanted to become a flight attendant. I like that glamorous outer look to it. And also I wanted to do modeling since I was young. So those were things that I was, maybe life didn't want me to go through that path at that time. And I do understand that, because even in Australia, when I applied for modeling, I got selected into L'Oreal, Intercafe. So the things that kept coming into my life are not small things. Like if something comes like an opportunity, something proper, big. So which is good, because that might be contributing to my Taurus, rising. So everything has, that high classy vibes to it, which is good. Even anyway, so yeah, I thought that was also not for me at that time. So I just focused on my studies, had a small job which I was not enjoying, and made a lot of mistakes in life. Came till here. Now, once I became a mom to my son, I found out more strengths about me that I didn't know existed. Then I realized, okay, now I'm a more nurturing person as well. I like to help people out. I like to, how can I contribute to the community? What is my purpose? That is a question I've always asked, because without purpose, what's the point of going day to day on this world, in this world, isn't it? So, but then, your purpose doesn't remain one. There's a higher overall purpose, but every time you have small purposes too to keep you going. It's 8:39. Okay, I gotta keep rushing. But yeah, so today's topic, I deviated a bit. So the reason I'm talking all this today is because yesterday one person commented to me and said, who does she think? She's not even a Bollywood actress, or she's not even a celebrity, but she's posting all these videos thinking that, see, I'm not thinking that I'm a celebrity or Bollywood actress. I blocked that person. Obviously, with these sort of people, I always say, if they come to crush you, what you're doing, give their stupid opinions when you're trying to live your life and be happy with it. No need to entertain them at all. But to this person, I thought I should give a reply later after I blocked him. But then because I blocked him, I thought I'll give this overall sort of a talk. Because, from experiences, that's how you can share insights on what is going on, Because everybody thinks that they are right. But, hello. So the thing is, yes, I'm not a celebrity. I'm not a Bollywood actress or whatever. I wish I was one, but no. But still, I have, I like those things, so I utilize those talents when there are platforms where I can utilize them. I share it. That's just my hobby. And I'm not going to let anyone be an ant in my heaven. Swargatil katturumbu, we say in Malayalam. Ants in heaven, our heaven. I won't let that. I'll put pest spray and pesticide and chase everybody who are, going to irritate me, because already suffered one part of my life. This part of my life I want to explore and find. I have the strength to do that, God willing. So this person I'm telling is that just because I'm not a celebrity doesn't mean I don't have a voice. I have a voice, and that in itself has value. Okay, don't devalue me. I don't devalue myself thinking, oh, I'm not a celebrity, so I don't. No, this is an age of an Aquarius age. Everybody has freedom, tech gadgets, innovative things, creative things. Anybody can be a celebrity. And hey, don't go idolizing celebrities, because celebrities are also only human beings. So they are also, if you see many celebrities, they are not in their right emotional state. So many celebrities suffer emotionally, so there's no need to be a celebrity to make our voice heard. We just have to be a normal human being, giving value and importance for our mental well-being, our physical well-being, and we can only try our best, so much. Even celebrities are not immune from those things. Celebrities are not immune from aging. They are not gods. Okay, so if their voice can count, being human beings, any human being's voices can count. And this is the age of freedom, liberation. I don't know, I'm using such big words. Anyway, cancel those two last words. It's not scripted, I'm standing here live and talking. So yeah, and the other thing is, the world is like this with a lot of people, but then it's divided because of man-made rules. One set of people say they don't believe in God. One set of people say, oh no, I believe in God, there is a God. Okay, these set of people don't believe in God, so division is occurring there. These sort of people are saying, okay, I believe in God, and then what happens? Oh no, my God is the best. Oh no, I have hundreds of gods come up. And then they're like, no, this is my God, this is right. And obviously everybody believes in their own God, right? If they don't believe in something, they're not going to stick to it. You stick to something if you believe in it, isn't it? If you don't believe in it, what's the point of sticking to it? So I think this lighting is, yeah. So everybody equally believes in their gods. So each one is, divided again because of their man-made concepts. So this division is, there everywhere. Though we say we are united and one and things like that. But being an Aquarian, another thing I have to say is try to have a unity. Yes, the world still works in balance, because we can't all fight and go into our little groups. We are not living in an island by ourselves. We have other people too who are different, especially with cultural differences and different things. You got to accept it. Otherwise, they have invented words like racist and that and this. So, everybody is striving for unity, but yet we are separated by man-made differences. But being in such an age, unlike before, where we actually have freedom, our voices do have a power to make change in this world. Use it to, and people do use it to either help, heal, or help cause more damage to the world. So all these negative people throwing all these crap, they are doing the damages. And the people who are doing the other side of things, but both will be there, both polarity. I always say, you can't always expect to be feel that optimism every day. We are human beings. We go up and down, up and down, up and down. Our emotions go up and down, depending on our hormones, depending on our monthly cycle. Well, when I was young, I used to get all my hormones checked, man. Every 3 months, 6 months, my hormones checked. I'm a teenager. What's going on with my hormones? Blood test to check everything. But these days, once you're old and all, yeah, okay, maybe when you have your monthly cycle, you get all irritated and crampy. But the only blood test I take is to check my sugar level and my cholesterol level these days. And then to make sure my heart is good. So I drink, a glass of red wine. You guys know that. That's my favorite part of the show. A glass of red wine a day, good for the heart. I just say that. And yeah. So, yeah, I just came to talk because, that guy stirred me up. I blocked him, but I thought, hey, this guy has given me an opportunity to share a message out there. Maybe, talk a little bit about myself to not just do my TikTok and cooking videos. So you guys can actually have a feel of talking to me, getting to know me as a person a little bit here and there. And yeah, just have a nice, lovely little conversation going on. Of course, I have to get back to work, but luckily I'm working from home. Good thing is I have a male and a female boss, so I experience the best of both worlds working under a male and a female. It's so good. It's a learning experience now, but I'm glad I chose the path I did when I did, my studies, and that at that time I was thinking, why am I doing it? But I wanted to, I didn't want to become a doctor and all, seeing patients every day and running I just wanted something where, I had this flexibility because I'm an Aquarian, I don't even know what's going to happen in the future, but then something happened depending on fate. It was not easy at all, but even now it's hard work because Saturn is my ruler. It's always hard work, it's not easy. People look at my videos and say, oh, she's always happy. No, that is a part of entertainment. All celebrities and all too show they are happy, but in their personal life, you don't know what's going on. You don't know what problems they're facing, what demons they're conquering every day. And like I said, our hormones play such an important role. Like, I have a pet dog, right? You guys must have seen when he was a teenager, before I got him desexed, his hormones took over, And they say get dogs desexed because when their hormones take over, they just want to go and mate. They want to run. They want to destruct everything. They want to find a girl to breed and have babies. And your hormones, I don't know. For men, I think it's easier because you guys, you're like the sun. Don't change. Every day is constant. Sun rises every day the same, isn't it? It's we women who go through our monthly cycles and our hormone levels, and every month according to the moon's position, whether it's waxing moon, waning moon, our emotions go up and down like a tide. So yeah, but we are still surviving. We women have much more freedom these days to do what we want, to do what we love, and use that strength. Don't be with the victim mindset anymore. We have certain, we have a feminine sort of a power. It's not as strong as a male, like a muscle and all. We can't do that. Like my son is only 7, but he can still, he's like, mama, muscle, oh, I can lift this, I can. But that's not the only power. Feminine power, female power might be a bit more silent, but it is very powerful. Even the power of seduction and all we have. So it's in a more feminine way we have our powers, because initially I think the role of women was just to look pretty, go into art forms, do all the dance and entertain, look pretty, walk around. But I think, these days we've come a long way. We are doing more than that. And yeah, many strong women are making a lot of good changes to the world, and the way of thinking and the way, of how the world works. But yeah, these are just a few things I thought I'll come and share. One is about our hormones. Get your hormones checked, levels, if it's all good. Other thing was, this person, you don't need to be a celebrity for your voice to be heard. Next thing is, the whole world might be against you, but find your own passion, find your own voice, find what your purpose is, what you love to do, you have the freedom these days. It's not like olden days. You have freedom, you have technology, you have many things. Use that to your advantage. What was the other thing that I wanted to say? Drink a lot of water. And yeah, have faith and believe. Fear comes in every time and all. That's all part of life. But have a good support system. Don't entertain people who are not helping you, serve your purpose, because that's very important. Prioritize the people in your life and give them the more importance. Don't sway or wander. Have goals that will help. And follow it, have belief, have faith, no matter what people are saying when they put it. It's easy to say, not easy to do. That's why I don't like to say too much, because life cannot be always up. We said do this to feel up, but still life, we feel up and we feel down. That's like, we have to experience all of it. But it's good to have somebody to hug you when you're in that emotional state, I guess, negative state of mind. But everything is a package, isn't it? Then yeah, so use this freedom wisely that we have these days, because it's already uncertain times. The world is moving in, and we can only do so much, isn't it? Life is precious. If you're alive today, that is a very big blessing. And being able to do things now because of home-based jobs and all coming, before I was thinking, because it's very hard for women, to raise kids, go for jobs in the workforce. And then nowadays I go out, I see people wearing masks and all in their work. I feel I'm so blessed and privileged to be able to work at a job that's relevant to the degree I studied at university, but at the same time in the comfort of my home. See, I can give you guys speeches, and then I just have to go next here and sit on my computer. I don't have to, oh my god, I'm getting late, I have to drive there and I calculate the traffic time. I used to do that at one point, but now it's Aquarian age. Make that change, make that healthy work-life balance, because it's coming in now, and utilize that, because things always keep changing. Even fashion, the trends keep changing. Keep up with the change. If you, change is a fearful thing because it's new and it's different, but once we embrace it, and if it's a good change, it makes such a good difference in our life, especially olden days and all. They used to wash clothes hitting, we used to wipe our hair with a towel. Now we have all this hair dryer, washing machine, all it's changed, but it made things so much easier in our lives. So entertain that, because even nowadays, even for accountants, GPs, doctors, they have telehealth. Accountants, they have work from home jobs. Some jobs, I understand you still need to go out and do it, but some big jobs, you can still have the flexibility to do it from home. So gives you much more life balance, where you're comfortable. You can set up your own office, and a lot of technology is there that helps you with that. So utilize that. Welcome to the Aquarian age. This is where I feel like I most belong, because the previous one was, I think, Capricorn, was it? It was so hard for me, I couldn't, I knew a change was coming, I could feel it deep in me, but or maybe I wished a change would come. I wanted it. It's sad it had to come through Corona, because that's done it. But sometimes something like Lord Shiva, he's a destructor, so something has to be, a creation might have to be destroyed or something in certain way for new creation to come up, isn't it? That's the whole thing they teach in Hinduism as well, because Lord Vishnu is the creator, Lord Shiva is the destroyer, and Brahma, I think, he sustains everything for a period of time. So nothing lasts long, so that's why I'm saying give time for people in your life, and now you have the opportunity to do that. You don't have to rush and spend half of your life in an office. You can be with your loved ones. You can spend that time with your loved ones. Of course, with my son, he still has to go to school and all, but that's also good for them, that age, to socialize. But for women, it would have been hard raising kids, having to do the housework, and working. So work from home options are there now. So encourage that change. We need that. Be creative, share your creativity. That's what I do. Don't care what people will say, people will think, people will judge. That will give you confidence in yourself, and it will help you build up your confidence. And yeah, my cooking hobby started when I was alone, and I was like, oh, it's so boring to cook and eat alone. Sharing is caring. When you have people to share, show, okay, you also feel happy. So at that phase of my life, I saw this lady, and there was a post of her posting on a group, and she cooked a nice red fish curry, and I was like, oh wow, I feel like eating this. She inspired me to cook. So I thought, oh, I love cooking. That is my hobby, and I like making videos, so if I make videos of cooking and share it with everyone, then like me, they will also be happy, seeing those videos. My charger, hang on guys. So yeah, longer than I expected to speak, isn't it? I don't know, my son didn't connect this charger. Oh, this is the problem. when you have kids and you work from home, yeah, when you have kids and you work from home, you think it's a good thing, but it's it comes with its perks too, doesn't it? You can't find your charger, you can't find that, this. It's like they have these ads now, you know, people go for their work. Oh, what time is it? My God, I don't want to be late. Yeah, they go for their work Zoom meeting, and on top they'll be wearing the coat and